Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. One had formerly been suitable to cut the pressure at Forrester Creations with a cutter when the unbelievable Hapt and Steffy caught Hope in a compromising position. Now, we know that you know what is going to hit the addict in a big way, and the fallout. Well, it may give Bold and Beautiful suckers what they've been wanting to see for times. No sooner had Steffy advised Hope to stay down from her hubby, also a series of events led to the Golden ending up on top of Finn. In lingerie, no lower. All Finn wanted to do was drop off his woman's tablet and get going to work, and all Hope wanted to do was surprise Carter with a scantily sheathed modeling sesh in a silky grandiloquent Brooks bedroom number. Unfortunately, their paths crossed, or more directly, collided, and Steffy walked in just in time to witness what appeared to be Hope jumping her hubby's bones on the office. There's little mistrustfulness, this will indeed spell the end for Hope's floundering fashion line. After all, in a moment of wrathfulness, Steffy will take a bold administrative action that will have a ripple effect throughout the company. It's enough athwart she'll cut Hope for the future. Given that Carter has turned on a song to vehemently support the line after wanting to dismissal it just a many weeks ago, and considering his new romantic involvement with Hope, the COO is bound to be worried about this development. Factor in his own disillusionment with his confidant, co-CEO Ridge, who is jumping for joy about his expensive, not to mention parlous, offer to expand Forrester into a luxury brand, and you have a form for big fallout. Ridge will support Steffy's move, and actually, the dissolution of Hope for the future has been a long time coming. It's at the point where indeed Hope suckers are tired of hearing the debate about it. Carter, who has brazened both CEOs about their failings in recent occurrences, is only going to get further fired up when he hears that the line's been cut. But will the displeased superintendent go so far as to hang to jump boat if Hope's line isn't reinstated? Still, this is exactly where we're headed, if our hunch is correct. However, we suppose Carter will be right behind her, if Hope is the first to leave Forrester. However, who has been designing for Hope for the future, decides to follow suit, if a displeased end. Suckers have been asking for a return to rival fashion houses since the Spectras and the Maroons closed up their shops and left Forrester Creations with no competition. Those were the days. So, why not have Carter take his lofty ideas, use the plutocrat he offered to invest in Forrester, and start his own luxury brand/fashion marker with Hope by his side? If he truly believes in Hope for the future, he can revive it under his own broom and with Zend as the developer. Carter will also need an investor, and who has bigger pockets than Bill Spencer? This would truly stir the pot, as it would not only put Hope and Steffy in direct competition, but not over a man, but also Bill and Ridge. Heck, perhaps Brooke will join House of Carter too, after what's certain to be seen as Ridge's treason. Now, that would be a shake-up. Steffy Forrester has been losing faith in Carter Walton and easily doesn't feel like she can trust his judgment presently. Steffy suspects that Hope Logan is manipulating Carter, and formerly she finds out about their hush-hush love, she may come indeed more convinced that's the case. It looks like Steffy's about to cut Hope for the future, so that could lead to Carter quitting to prove his devotion to Hope. It's also possible Steffy will get fed up enough to fire both Hope and Carter, since there'll surely be some raising conflict. Anyhow, Hope's line may be excluded, and that could lead to Carter eventually being out of a job, too. However, who'll Steffy want to fill it? If the COO seat becomes available. Steffy was happy when Ridge Forrester decided to make Brooke Logan part of the administrative platoon, but she's been forced to deal with it. Maybe it'll soon be Steffy's turn to pick a new C-suite member, Bone. That Ridge might actually be on board with. Taylor Hayes' health is on the upswing, so it seems the show's moving on from her broken heart pattern story. B&B might shift gears by having Taylor protest off a major career change next. Taylor is a world-famed psychiatrist, but she'll be on the outside of all the drama if she goes back to treating arbitrary cases off-screen. Having Taylor join the platoon at Forrester Creations, on the other hand, would be a game-changer. Steffy might contend there's no bone. She trusts further than Taylor and argue that she really wants to work with her mama. Perhaps Steffy could offer Taylor the COO spot and find some way to spin it so that Taylor seems perfect for the position. Taylor has been popping up at Forrester recently and keeps getting invited to stay for business talk. There's a chance that B&B's been paving the way for Taylor to become part of the company, so we'll see if she ultimately becomes a Forrester crucial player. This would allow Taylor to spend further time with Ridge at the office, which could drive Brooke over the edge. Detergents do crazy career twists like this all time, so stick with us for prognostications on Taylor's future. Carter has a discussion with Hope's pater. And he feels hopeful. Meanwhile, Hope is in for a rude awakening. Her agony comes true. There are plenitude of awkward moments in Thursday's occasion. Carter stops by Il Giardino to speak with Cleric about his son. Deacon heard that Carter's been in Hope's corner recently and wanted to thank him for his support. The Italian establishment was all decked out for Halloween. Sheila is the architect behind the scenery and treats on the menu. Carter walked into an awkward moment between Deacon and Sheila that he wished he could unsee. Meanwhile, trouble was brewing at Forrester Creations. Steffy walked into Hope on top of her hubby. She dressed in lingerie, allowing Finn was her new beau, Carter. Hope failed to explain herself. She only told Steffy that it was accidental. Steffy wanted to know who differently she'd be staying for her, away from her hubby. But Hope was lingo-tied. She told Carter that they should keep their office love a secret. Hope wasn't willing to unmask the tea. After all, she enjoys keeping her secret affairs to herself. Because of this, Hope got the pink slip. Steffy effectively told her to pack up her effects and leave. This suggests that Carter is in for a trick rather than a treat. What will he suppose about Hope's blasting? Do you suppose he'll believe that she accidentally fell on top of Finn? Or will he believe that she still has passions for him? What will Carter suppose of Hope not confessing about their secret love? This could leave him feeling like he got played. Ridge and his son Steffy Arico CEOs. Ridge wanted to step back and concentrate on design, so he assigned Brooke elderly liabilities. But that doesn't mean she gets the final say on her son's collection. This also raises questions about Massimo Morone's former part in Forrester Creations. He wanted to help Stephanie Forrester reclaim the company from her hubby, Eric. Times agone. This led to an analogous commercial shakeup. Find out how Massimo's shares could help Steffi and her family, Thomas. Massimo worked for Forrester Creations. When he first arrived in Los Angeles, he wanted to reconnect with Stephanie. The two stayed in touch without Eric's knowledge. They plotted to take over Forrester Creations. Eric couldn't trust Massimo. He claimed that Morone Diligence had ties to the cabal, and he didn't want that bedded into his family brand. That didn't stop Massimo from getting involved with Forrester Creations. He willingly helped Stephanie reclaim the company. This happened around the demise of Logan Designs. In 2003, Brooke was removed from her part as CEO of Forrester Creations. Ridge gave Sally the line, which was renamed Spectre Couture. Ridge ultimately returned to work for Forrester. This reset Massimo's plot. He ended up without most of the fortune from the family fashion house. Massimo faded in 2006 and hasn't been mentioned ago. Sorely, fabulous actor Mascalo passed away on December, after complications from Alzheimer's complaint. It wouldn't make sense to remake the character. Still, Massimo's fortune could be called into question. Steffi and Thomas could retain full control by buying Forrester's shares. This would be the ultimate vengeance to Carter, who's laboriously pursuing investors. This could bring a whole new twist to the family fashion wars.